filled tanks at a reasonable cost. See Bob Monday through Friday, 10 to 4, and Saturday, 9 to 3 at Gessler Propane, 702 Youngstown Poland Road, Struthers, or call 330-755-9119. Gessler Propane. They got gas.
You're listening to WRDB, Western Reserve Digital Broadcasting, Youngstown, Warren, Salem, and around the world. Please stand by for a special presentation of Western Reserve Radio at westernreserveradio.com on the Live 365 network and the Live 365 app.
Welcome to the Chiller Ice Sports Arena here in Lewis Center, Ohio. It's Western Reserve Radio and City View Sportscast, all a part of the iMedia One Network. Proud to bring you Canton-Akron Jets hockey. The Jets competing in the Pioneer Classic this weekend. And today they look to get back on the winning track after a less than stellar performance last night for the number 2 ranked team in the state of Ohio. Hello everyone, Jim Craven with you high atop. Ranked number 1 here at Chiller North as we continue the Pioneer Classic. The Jets last night, they were in action. They took on the Miami Junior Redhawks. Not a good outcome for the Jets as they would take a 3-0 loss in the opening game of the weekend. Jets now 27-9-1 on the season. 138 goals for. They've given up 55 defensively. They are coached by Sean Houston, assisted by John Evans, Mike Furlong, and Ethan Everhart. Today, they'll be taking on the Olentangy Orange Pioneers, the hosts of this tournament. The Pioneers come in 13-10-1 with an 87.68 rating. And hockey rankings here in Ohio done by percentages. And Canton-Akron just over an 89, with Olentangy Orange being 87.68. They're ranked 16th by the OHSAA side of the hockey world here in the state of Ohio. 91 goals for, 74 against. They were in action last night as well. They took on the Menor Cardinals, and in an exciting game, the Cardinals would get the win over the Pioneers last night by a score of 6-4. Pioneers are coached by Dylan Gray. He's assisted by Grant Hendrickson. Scores from around the tournament yesterday, it would be Perrysburg getting the 2-1 win over Worthington. Olentangy would get the 3-0 shutout over Dayton. Dayton having a rough season here in 25-26. Elyria Catholic, they get the 3-2 win over the Newark Generals. Dublin Coppin, they knock off Hudson 6-2. And the varsity team for Canton-Akron last night, they fall to Monroe Falls by a score of 4-2. They were back on the ice this morning at 11 o'clock. They took on Perrysburg, took a 3-0 lead into the break between the second and third period. Perrysburg would come back to cut the lead to 3-2. However, the Jets would add 3 more goals. They would ultimately get the 6-2 win over Perrysburg. They move on, and they are 1-1 as well. Jets in action, Phantoms in action last night. They took on the Muskegon Lumberjacks at the Cabelli Center in downtown Youngstown. That was a 1-1 game up till about the 43-second mark left. In the third period, Muskegon would add 2 goals. They would get the 3-1 win over the Youngstown Phantoms. Those two teams will meet tonight. However, that will be in Michigan, as both teams will make the trip back up for a Saturday-Sunday affair. And then next week, on Saturday, January 24th, Canton-Akron Jets, they will be back at center ice. It will be senior night here for Canton-Akron, and they will host the currently ranked number one team, Team Ohio. 2 meetings between those teams already this year. Canton-Akron has taken both of those. Just a few moments before the puck drop, we're going to step aside for a break. When we come back, we'll have Canton-Akron Jets hockey here for you on Western Reserve Radio and City View Sportscast, a part of the iMedia One Network.
During the fall and winter, grilling season never ends, and Gessler Propane is your local supplier that makes sure you get your hard-earned money's worth. Why go to gas exchanges to pay higher prices for tanks not filled to capacity? Gessler Propane makes sure you're prepared for year-round grilling with 100% filled tanks at a reasonable cost. See Bob Monday through Friday, 10 to 4, and Saturday, 9 to 3 at Gessler Propane, 702 Youngstown Poland Road, Struthers, or call 330-755-9119. Gessler Propane. They got gas.
Discount Power Sports LLC is continuing to grow. They offer ATVs, dirt bikes, go-karts, electric bicycles, while offering off-road power sport repair services. Located at 758 North Main Street in Hubbard, right next to the newly renovated Village Tavern. Discount Power Sports LLC also offers financing and accepts all major credit cards. Discount Power Sports LLC. Find them online at discountpowersports.biz. Discount Power Sports LLC, where value meets adventure.
Are you ready to join the legacy? This is your chance to become part of something special with the Youngstown Patricians. Honoring the proud football tradition of the Valley, we're on the lookout for talented post-high school athletes who want to make their mark on the field. Whether you're a seasoned high school athlete, college, or former professional player, develop your skills and become part of a team that values hard work, dedication, and community spirit. Don't wait. Begin your path to the gridiron by visiting youngstownpat.com or contacting us on Facebook at the Youngstown Patricians. Be bold, be legendary, join the Youngstown Patricians today. Daily specials include the Polish platter, the Hungarian platter, stuffed cabbage, and halushki. Having a last-minute get-together? Lena's has you covered with a wide variety of frozen take-home pierogies and dumplings. Go to Facebook at Lena's Pierogi House to see the weekly lineup of available flavors for dine-in or carry-out. Catch the best at Lena's Monday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 20 North Main Street in Hubbard, or call 234-254-8532. The Village Tavern's been a beloved local landmark in Hubbard, Ohio for nearly a century, and now it's better than ever. Recently renovated and still serving up the same warm hospitality, the Village Tavern is your go-to spot for great food, cold drinks, and a laid-back atmosphere. Whether you're stopping in for dinner, catching up with friends, or just looking to relax, you'll enjoy a full menu of American favorites, rotating drink specials, and friendly service that makes every visit memorable. Be sure to visit the Village Tavern at 746 North Main Street in Hubbard, right next to Repair That Glass. To learn more, go to villagetavern3.com.
Your best source for everything hockey is here. The NHL app is your place to get every highlight from every game. McDavid to the net, score! Off the ice player content you won't find anywhere else.
You guys have a helmet I could throw on for this?
The most NHL edge stats and advanced analytics, and ways to catch up on the game how you want, when you want. When it comes to following the NHL, don't settle for anything else. Hockey is better on the NHL app.
Are you tired of switching apps just to catch your favorite shows and live events? Say hello to the iMedia One Network app, your one-stop destination for streaming and everything that matters. From national sports to exclusive local content, Western Reserve Radio, Western Reserve Radio 2, and City View Sportscast are now all in one place, anytime, anywhere. Download the free iMedia One Network app on iOS and Android and unlock the future of sports audio in the palm of your hand. The iMedia One Network, your sports app in the Valley. Are you ready to hit the gridiron and make your mark? The Cleveland Cobras are recruiting players and coaches for the upcoming Premier Amateur Football League season. We're looking for passion, grit, and the relentless drive to win. Whether you're a seasoned vet or hungry rookie, your shot starts now. Join a brotherhood, build a legacy, strike with the Cobras. Follow us on Facebook at Cleveland Cobras Football, or for league information, visit TAFLfootball.com to get started today. Team Pride Cobras.
Someone's got to set the tone out there, boys. Someone's got to set it.
The station that sets the tone for Youngstown Phantoms hockey is Western Reserve Radio. WRDB, The Scourge.
You're listening to Canton-Akron Jets hockey on the iMedia One Sports Network.
Just moments away from puck drop here at the Chiller North Ice Arena in Lewis Center, Ohio. Canton-Akron Jets and the Orange Pioneers set for their tilt. The Pioneers, the host of this tournament. They have been for several years in a great tournament it has been in terms of quality and schedule, as both teams now going to their respective nets, so have their last words with their goalie. And we will get underway. Jets will be back on the ice tonight as they will take on the Mentor Cardinals. That right now scheduled for 7:45 on Ring 2. Jets trying to get their first win. Uncharacteristic performance last night. They get shut out by a score of 3-0. Try to get you a heads up on who the starting goalies are going to be. It looks like it's going to be Neil Risco for the Orange Pioneers. And I believe it is going to be Connor Mold getting the start for the Canton-Akron Jets. Mold will be in the net to our left, Risco to our right. Jets in their white jerseys with the blue shoulders, the dark blue numbers outlined in light blue, blue pants, navy blue pants, easy for me to say, and navy blue helmets. For the Orange Pioneers, they will be in their orange jerseys with the blue numbers outlined in white, blue helmets, blue pants, orange, white, and blue socks. As we are just moments away, as it'll be LaChance, Black, Craven, Pryor, and Stagmeyer for the start. Owen Grady to take the face-off against LaChance to get this one started. We'll have a little bit of a false start. They'll reset. And we are underway as Canton-Akron will win this one to get it started. Puck now going to sail down behind the net of Connor Mold. Craven going to reset it, bank this one off the board pass. Lucas Black set it up for Braden LaChance. LaChance and Stagmeyer 2-on-1. Feed trying to get it to Stagmeyer, couldn't get the pass off, and it will drift behind the net. And Pioneers will bring this one out from their own defensive zone. They'll send it down into the upper left corner, and it'll be an icing coming up against the Orange Pioneers. Just 26 seconds into the game. 15-minute periods here for the Pioneer Classic. Pioneers dropped their game last night by a score of 6-4. Took on the aforementioned Mentor Cardinals. LaChance to take the face-off to the left of Risco. They'll send this one down into the corner, and Pioneers will take possession. They'll try to work around Ollie Stagmeyer. Can't get around it. It'll be Braden LaChance for the steal. Trying to feed it to Stagmeyer. Stagmeyer couldn't grab all of it. And now still from the top of the slot. LaChance will take a looping shot, and it will be stopped by Neil Risco, the sophomore netminder for the Orange Pioneers. We'll drop this one to the right of Risco. Defensive zone draw for the Jets. Stagmeyer to take it. Canton-Akron will win this one. Back out to the point. Craven from the point. Trying to take the shot, but sent it into the body of one of the Orange Pioneers, and it'll sail down behind the goal line to the right of Risco. Contact back there as Lucas Black will step in. Back pass trying to get to Stagmeyer. Stagmeyer trying to work past Graham Webb. Back out to the boards as Colin Henry will send this one to the near side. Zavarella trying to take the shot from the right side of Connor Mold. And Mold actually being tripped up behind her. Craven going to give the defenseman a shot. And it'll be LaChance working down the near board. Trying to get inside to the zone. He'll drop past this one. It'll end up into the area right in front of the goalie, but Jack Barbieri going to have to battle for it in the upper right corner now. This one will sail to the near side. And Orange sending this one all the way down. Dan Siff going to chase it down and bring it around the net. Connor Mold actually going to drop past this one. He'll give it to Pryor. Pryor going to feed it out to Doris. He'll have it knocked off his stick and sent back behind the goal line. Pryor from behind Connor Mold trying to set up. Got some pressure from Jake Gerard. And now the Jets will try to clear this one out to center. The closest one to it, though, will be Nolan Perry from Orange. Mason Darris trying to get to it as well. He'll go down and recover quickly. Barbieri, though, from the near point, trying to get in near side on Hufelder. We'll tie this one up. Rossi nicely on the ice now as well for Canton-Akron. Action now down in the lower left corner. Hufelder and Barbieri going for the puck. Barbieri will win the race. He'll bring it around the boards to the far side. Thor Chavold at the point. Tried to clear it out, but it'll be redirected down behind Connor Mold. Back out towards the board, and it's going to be sent back into the Jets' defensive zone as Mold will come out of the net to play this one. He'll send it around the boards. Past the Canton-Akron Jets bench. And Hufelder. As the puck will sail in front of Connor Mold. He'll cover this one up. Clock will stop with 12:11 left here in the first period. And these are scored by period in terms of progressing. So essentially, if you're outscored in the first period, it's like winning a mini game. Face off to the right of Mold. Puck going to be shot to his left. It'll sail past him, back behind the net. Or Gage Weaver. We'll bank this one off the board. Tried to get out of Deacon Johnson. Couldn't get it to him, but Sebastian Dabb there for the backup. Orange putting some pressure on. It'll be sent back to the far side. Chavold trying to get it through center. Can't clear it. Orange send it back down to the goal line where Weaver, the senior defenseman out of Strasburg High School, will send this all the way down the length of the ice. We'll get icing, and we'll bring this one back all the way to the left. Jets moving left to right. Pioneers moving right to left here in this first game on Saturday. 2 scheduled games for the Jets, this being the first one, 7:45 tonight. As I said, they'll take on Mentor, and tomorrow will be to be determined, depending on the standings. And we will have the defensive zone draw for the Jets to the left of Mold. LeChant's going to take this one. Orange going to win it. Let's get a shot off the face-off, send it down in the lower left corner. Lambert will keep it in the zone at the point. He'll take a little bump from LeChant, enough to shake the puck loose, and now Weaver trying to clear it out. And the puck going to be returned right back out to down behind Connor Mold. Jets having trouble getting out of the defensive zone. They'll take it to the far side. Now Black taking a bump. Puck will come loose, and Orange now will try to work it as LeChance will have it in the upper right corner. Balestrino taking a shot from the point. Went just wide. I don't think Risco saw it. Rebound shot by Black. It's going to go wide as well. Orange now trying to clear it out to center. Weaver kicking it back for the Jets. Jets will have to vacate the zone, and we're going to get an offside call. As Black was still down deep into the zone. 10:58 left here, first period. No score here in the Columbus area. Jets 0-1 so far here this weekend. String to take the face off against Mason Darris just outside the Jets offensive zone. We'll push this one in. Jets will win this one, and it'll be nicely chipping it down behind the goal line to the left of Risco. They'll send it to the far side, get this one out to where Jake Gerard is, but the puck redirected back out to center. And Jack Pryor trying to grab it up, couldn't get to it, and he'll get some help from Rossi nicely. Craven from behind the net now, going from left to right. And he'll chase this one down. Ethan Bell coming up from behind on the back check. Trying to shake it loose right at the blue line of the Jets offensive zone, and Hufelder will be there for Orange. Jets send it in the lower right corner from where we are sitting. And it'll be sent back out to the neutral zone. Craven banking this one off the glass, gets it out to Ethan Bell. Darris now keeping it in the zone. We're going to get a flag, or excuse me, we're going to get a whistle. A little football PTSD. As we'll have an icing call, or offside call. They will bring this back all the way down to the left. He'll be in the circle to the right of Connor Mold. Perry sending this one deep for Orange. It'll sail down in the lower left corner. Barbieri there, as well as Sebastian Dabb. Trying to shake this one loose. Almost working in front of Mold, but defensively the Jets taking away everything. Dilly now on the race against Maverick Shulvin. And we're going to get an icing call against the Jets. 9:50 left here, first period. We are scoreless Not a bad schedule this weekend, as this game not starting till, at least scheduled for 12:45. Draw to come to the right of Mold. Grady will take this one for Orange. He'll take this one against Dab. Perry will have it out at the neutral zone. It'll drift out, and Orange will have to drift back in their own defensive zone to set this one up. Wyatt Dilly putting on some pressure. Chauvin now down the far side. He'll send it diagonally across the ice and down in the lower left corner. Pioneers and Jets will battle for it. Puck loose out to center. Leskovich there. Opportunity for Canton-Akron. Just couldn't get the angle on it. Orange working to the inside. Top of the slot. Takes a shot off the glove of Mold. It'll go to the left and stay in play. From the far board, they'll bank this one off. Orange trying to keep it in. Deacon Johnson able to poke it out to center. Wyatt Dilly there as well. But Maverick Chauvin will send this one down deep back into the Jets' offensive zone. Mold will come out to play it. He'll send it around the boards in front of the Jets bench. Dagmeyer back on the ice. He'll try to clear it out as Orange will try to send this one across to Lambert. Lambert couldn't handle it. And now they'll drift back in their own defensive zone as the Jets get set up. From the left side of Mold, they'll take a shot, but it's going to be redirected off of a Jets player and into the boards. Lower left corner here, Tyler Benson. Trying to get past Tejeda. Puck sailing around the back of Mold. No possession now. Still hanging out in the front. Finally, the Jets trying to clear it out the center. And it'll be Kessing. They will put this down with a glove and set it up for the Jets. On the far side, trying to get it back out of the zone as LaChance will come in. Actually went off the stick of Lambert. And now a shot from the left side of Mold off the pad and redirected to the near board. Stagmeyer clearing it out to center. He's going to get this out to Max Morrow, the senior defenseman for Canton-Akron. Into the zone. He'll have LaChance to his right. Takes a shot. And it'll go off the stick of Risco and into the far boards. Kessing trying to send this from the far side to the near side. He'll work to the left of Risco. Doris in there as well. Puck going to drift out. I'm not sure anybody saw it. He was battling for it. Shot from the blue line will go into the glass. Morrow sending that one all the way down, and they'll work from behind the net of Risco. Orange now on the rush. They'll send it across ice, but it's going to go off the body. What I believe is Mason Doris. Doris taking a bump, but he'll stay on path. Lose the puck, but Orange will send it to the near board. Nobody there as Gage Weaver now attempted to get to it. Back off the boards, a ricochet. He'll take a shot, and Mold will stop this one. He'll cover it up with 7:25 left here in the first period. We are scoreless. Face off to the right of Connor Mold. Strang will take that for Orange. They'll work this one out to the far board. Dan Siff there. He'll put a shot on. Puck still loose. Orange will get it through center. They'll try to set something up at mid-ice. Working their way into the Jet zone. And Balestrino now chipping it back forward to the top of the slot. Got it out to Henry. Henry tried to backhand. It'll go off the body of a Jet and float around. Here's Henry now, sending it to the far side, to the left of Mold. Takes a shot, and he'll swallow that one up. With 6:57 remaining here, first period. Jets 27-9-1 coming into this game. Craven, Dilly, Chavold, Dab. 4 of the 5 on the ice for Canton-Akron. They'll win this one, bring it around the near side, and try to get it up the board. Siff there, but Perry had it. Try to redirect it, and it'll be sent down ice, and Hufelder, closest one to it, will get an icing coming up. And we will bring this one back to the Jet zone. 6:45 remaining here, first period. As Craven, Pryor, Dab on the ice for Canton-Akron. We'll drop this one to the right of Mold. Owen Grady taking the face off for the Pioneers. Perry sending this one down behind the goal line behind Mold. Chavold there first, and Pryor taking out a couple of orange jerseys there. Provided a pick, and he'll be able to get to it and bring it through center. However, Hufelder there, puck still loose, and it'll head down into the Jets' offensive zone behind the net of Neil Risco. Nolan Perry there for Orange. Back through the circle to the right of Risco. Chavold battling for it. He'll have it taken away by Ian Leskovich. Leskovich trying to work his way out of the zone, but it'll drift. Stab coming in, and had an opportunity. Lisco, I don't know, read that very well, but they missed the cage no matter what. Hufelder taking a shot. He'll sweep across the face of Mold from right to left, and then Craven will clear it out of the zone. No icing coming up against the Jets. They'll work this from behind the net of Risco. Sebastian Dabb there trying to keep it in the zone. Wagner at the point, though, for Orange. Trying to clear it. Dabb reaching in and redirecting it down behind the goal line as Tyler Benson feed into the slot. And it's Stagmeyer had an opportunity to take a shot, couldn't get to it. Pryor feeding it down to Stagmeyer. Stagmeyer across the slot. It'll work its way behind the net. And Max Morrow from the far side with a backhand, sending it across the face of Lisco. No speed on that one. Now Stagmeyer there. Ryan Pfaff going to go down. And now Orange on the rush from right to left. From the top of the slot, takes a shot, gets it past Morrow, stopped by a Mold, and on the rebound shot, Roman Wagner gets the goal for Orange. And Olentangy, Orange, takes a 1-0 lead. With 5:17 remaining here, first period. Wagner working into the left side of the net, the right side of Connor Mold. Is able to redirect that one in. Charlie String to take the face off against Dan Siff. Jets will win this one cleanly. Barbieri up the near board. He'll send this one all the way down into the netting above the head of Neil Lisco. 5:10 to go here. First frame. And face-off going to come just outside of the Jets' offensive zone. As the officials are going to talk about it, and I believe they're going to bring this one out to center. So Dan Siff, Charlie Strang for the draw. Ethan Bell stepping in. He'll create a little space nicely. With the puck now, try to get it into the zone, but ran into Evan Kissing. Puck down, there's Perry. Will pick it up from behind the net of Lisco. Send it to the far right corner. Ethan Bell coming in and causing some chaos. Shot from the point. Loose in front of the net. Nicely chipping away at it. Couldn't get to it. He'll take a few shots. And the clock will stop with 4:46 to go here in this first frame. Orange Pioneers with a 1-0 lead over the Canton-Akron Jets. Face-off will come to the right of Neil Risco. Siff and Strang again for the face-off. Orange will win this one. Send this one back out there. Morrow going to keep it in the zone. However, going to have it backhanded off his stick. And now it's going to be Lambert with an opportunity. Tried to backhand shot. Going to go off the right shoulder of Mold and into the near boards. Leskevich from the blue line. Dropping it for Strang. Strang to the right of Mold. Takes a shot. Going to go off the shin guard of Barbieri. And ricochet to the far side. Back to Barbieri on the near side. He'll try to work it through center past Lambert. And Canton-Akron working down the near boards to the left of Lisco. Strang trying to get it out of the corner. Get it back out to the point. And it's going to be a shot by Barbieri. Glove save by Lisco. 4:08 left on the clock here. And both teams will go for a wholesale change. Deacon Johnson taking the face off for Canton-Akron this time in the Jets offensive zone. They'll take this one against Grady. Puck sliding across the face of Lisco and then cleared out of the zone. Balestrino going to send it right back in front of Neil Risco. And they'll work from behind the net. Pioneers with possession, trying to get through the circles. We'll send it to the far side. And now Orange into the zone to the left of Mold. Gage Weaver taking the path away. He'll have to take it all the way around the boards. Back out to the point. Pfaff going to send this one back. And we will redirect to the far side now. Chavold trying to clear it out. Balestrino there to back him up. Send it off the boards in the circle to the right of Mold, trying to clear it out. Grady trying to keep it in for Orange. Zavarello have it now. He'll have it taken off his stick and almost cleared out of the zone. Gerard with a high stick. They'll have to clear. Now Chavold now through center. Gets into the zone, and it's going to be a collision. Both players going to go down, but recover. And Orange will have the Puck, they'll send it out the center where Gage Weaver will wait for it. He'll take a shot, glove save, and Lisco will drop this one to continue play. Far side for Wagner. Wagner setting it up for Chauvin. Wagner with the first goal of the game. Shot to the left of Mold. Roman Wagner looking for his second goal here. So work on the near board. Chauvin sending it down in the low left corner for an opportunity to take the shot. Tita takes the shot, and it'll go wide right from the far side. Canton-Akron tried to set it up at center, and Stagmeyer going to go down. Looks like a tripping. They won't call it. Weaver going to chip it down behind the goal line now. He'll head to the bench, and he'll be replaced by Will Craven, the senior out of Poland Seminary High School. Low right corner for the Jets, still in the offensive zone. It'll head back out to center. Jack Pryor there. He'll have to send it to the far side to Craven. Craven going to return the favor, give it back to Pryor in the circle to the right of Mold. Trying to clear it out of the zone here. Stagmeyer there as well as LaChance. And Pryor going to take a bump. Shot from overhead of Mold. No rebound. And down in the upper left corner, Black taking out Maverick Chauvin. And the puck loose now. Braden LaChance sneaking up from behind. Try to get to the puck, but Orange will clear it back down through center. Pryor there, he'll get back out to center. Mason Doris with the puck. He'll get turned around, and now LaChance will have it. Braden LaChance working to the inside. Takes a shot, but it's going to be a pad save by Lisco. Still working in front of the net. Mason Doris there for Canton-Akron. Craven tried to keep it in and will jump over his stick, and Orange through center now. It'll be Hugh Felder from the right side of Mold, feeding it out to the far side. Puck came out of the zone, so the Pioneers will have to clear. Pryor keeping it in the zone. He'll glove this one down, and now working from the far side of String. Trying to take a shot from the right side. And Connor Mold will stop that one. As Jack Pryor now trying to set up the Jets offense. Gets it out nicely to the far side. Rossi nicely chipping this one diagonally across the ice. Tried to get it to Mason Doris, but it's going to be picked up by Orange. And sent back out to center. Morrow from the bench coming in through center. We'll send this one back for the Pioneers. Dan Sifto working to the inside. He'll pick it. Couldn't get his feet set. Couldn't get to work through a couple of orange jerseys. And back out the center. Barbieri feeding it to Chavold. Chavold couldn't hold on to it. Couldn't get through traffic. Josh Lambert there for Orange. And we'll send it to the far side. Orange working through center now. Owen Grady. With two Jets defensemen in front of him. Chavold with the back check. He'll actually get a shot off. Puck still loose. And Mold will cover that one up. And the clock will stop with 16.9 seconds remaining here. First period, Jets trail by a score of 1-0. Defensive zone draw for the Jets. This will come to the left of Mold. Owen Grady for the face-off. He'll take this one against, I believe that's going to be Sebastian Dabb. Jets initially won this one. And we'll work into the near boards through center. Sebastian Dabb with two orange jerseys in front of him. Grady behind him, and he'll have to send this one back into the slot. Try to get a shot off. Stopped by Lisco initially, and then set into the lower right corner. And that will bring us to the end of the first period here in Columbus. After one, the Orange Pioneers have a 1-0 lead over the Canton-Akron Jets. We'll head to the ice cut. We'll come back. We'll give you some of the numbers. We'll get you ready for second period action here at the Chiller North Ice Arena here in Lewis Center, Ohio. You are listening to Canton-Akron Jets hockey here on Western Reserve Radio, part of the iMedia One network.
During the fall and winter, grilling season never ends, and Gessler Propane is your local supplier that makes sure you get your hard-earned money's worth. Why go to gas exchanges to pay higher prices for tanks not filled to capacity? Gessler Propane makes sure you're prepared for year-round grilling with 100% filled tanks at a reasonable cost. See Bob Monday through Friday, 10 to 4, and Saturday, 9 to 3 at Gessler Propane, 702 Youngstown Poland Road, Struthers, or call 330-755-9119. Gessler Propane. They got gas.
Lena's Pierogi House is your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Daily specials include the Polish platter, the Hungarian platter, stuffed cabbage, and halushki. Having a last-minute get-together? Lena's has you covered with a wide variety of frozen take-home pierogies and dumplings. Go to Facebook at Lena's Pierogi House to see the weekly lineup of available flavors for dine-in or carry-out. Catch the best at Lena's Monday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 20 North Main Street in Hubbard, or call 234-254-8532. Are you ready to hit the gridiron and make your mark? The Cleveland Cobras are recruiting players and coaches for the upcoming Premier Amateur Football League season. We're looking for passion, grit, and the relentless drive to win. Whether you're a seasoned vet or hungry rookie, your shot starts now. Join a brotherhood, build a legacy, strike with the Cobras. Follow us on Facebook at Cleveland Cobras Football, or for league information, visit TAFLfootball.com to get started today. Team, pride, Cobras.
Discount Power Sports LLC is continuing to grow. They offer ATVs, dirt bikes, go-karts, electric bicycles, while offering off-road power sport repair services. Located at 758 North Main Street in Hubbard, right next to the newly renovated Village Tavern. Discount Power Sports LLC also offers financing and accepts all major credit cards. Discount Power Sports LLC, find them online at discountpowersports.biz. Discount Power Sports LLC, where value meets adventure.
Think back to the beginning. That first game. That first jersey. That first moment when you knew you'd found your place. What you wear today started with a feeling. A feeling that changed everything. NHL Shop. A Fanatics experience.
The stations that are always ahead of the game. Western Reserve Radio, Western Reserve Radio 2, and City View Sportscast. Youngstown, Ohio.
You're listening to Canton-Akron Jets hockey on the iMedia One Sports Network.
Intermission time here in Lewis Center, Ohio. Jets take 1-0 deficit into the locker room. Roman Wagner adding the goal with 5:17 left in the first period to give the Pioneers a 1-0 lead. Jets being outshot 13-11. And we are in the middle of an ice cut here. So brief break between the first and second period. However, no break between the second and third period. As the Jets look to rebound, try to get some points on the board, get the score here in this tournament. And that is an oddity for the Canton-Akron Jets, averaging just under 4 goals a game. We'll step aside for another timeout. We come back, second period action here in Columbus, Ohio. You are listening to Canton-Akron Jets hockey here on Western Reserve Radio and City View Sportscast, all a part of the iMedia One network.
During the fall and winter, grilling season never ends, and Gessler Propane is your local supplier that makes sure you get your hard-earned money's worth. Why go to gas exchanges to pay higher prices for tanks not filled to capacity? Gessler Propane makes sure you're prepared for year-round grilling with 100% filled tanks at a reasonable cost. See Bob Monday through Friday, 10 to 4, and Saturday, 9 to 3 at Gessler Propane, 702 Youngstown Poland Road, Struthers, or call 330-755-9119. Gessler Propane. They got gas.
Watch this. Let's face it. What a time to be making a hockey show.
Nice. Just when I thought last year couldn't be topped.
Let them know what they're in for here.
Here we are.
I'm scared of you guys. I'm scared of you.
What keeps you motivated?
I think winning. I don't really know any different.
Lena's Pierogi House is your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Daily specials include the Polish platter, the Hungarian platter, stuffed cabbage, and halushki. Having a last-minute get-together? Lena's has you covered with a wide variety of frozen take-home pierogies and dumplings. Go to Facebook at Lena's Pierogi House to see the weekly lineup of available flavors for dine-in or carry-out. Catch the best at Lena's Monday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 20 North Main Street in Hubbard, or call 234-254-8532.
Discount Power Sports LLC is continuing to grow. They offer ATVs, dirt bikes, go-karts, electric bicycles, while offering off-road power sport repair services. Located at 758 North Main Street in Hubbard, right next to the newly renovated Village Tavern. Discount Power Sports LLC also offers financing and accepts all major credit cards. Discount Power Sports LLC, find them online at discountpowersports.biz. Discount Power Sports LLC, where value meets adventure.
Are you tired of switching apps just to catch your favorite shows and live events? Say hello to the iMedia One Network app, your one-stop destination for streaming and everything that matters. From national sports to exclusive local content, Western Reserve Radio, Western Reserve Radio 2, and City View Sportscast are now all in one place, anytime, anywhere. Download the free iMedia One Network app on iOS and Android and unlock the future of sports audio in the palm of your hand. The iMedia One Network, your sports app in the Valley.
Your best source for everything hockey is here. The NHL app is your place to get every highlight from every game.
McDavid to the net, score!
Off the ice player content you won't find anywhere else.
You guys have a helmet I could throw on for this?
The most NHL edge stats and advanced analytics and ways to catch up on the game how you want, when you want. When it comes to following the NHL, don't settle for anything else. Hockey is better on the NHL app.
Are you ready to join the legacy? This is your chance to become part of something special with the Youngstown Patricians. Honoring the proud football tradition of the Valley, we're on the lookout for talented post-high school athletes who want to make their mark on the field. Whether you're a seasoned high school athlete, college, or former professional player, develop your skills and become part of a team that values hard work, dedication, and community spirit. Don't wait. Begin your path to the gridiron by visiting youngstownpat.com or contacting us on Facebook at the Youngstown Patricians. Be bold, be legendary, join the Youngstown Patricians today. The Village Tavern's been a beloved local landmark in Hubbard, Ohio for nearly a century, and now it's better than ever. Recently renovated and still serving up the same warm hospitality, the Village Tavern is your go-to spot for great food, cold drinks, and a laid-back atmosphere. Whether you're stopping in for dinner, catching up with friends, or just looking to relax, you'll enjoy a full menu of American favorites, rotating drink specials, and friendly service that makes every visit memorable. Be sure to visit the Village Tavern at 746 North Main Street in Hubbard, right next to Repair That Glass. To learn more, go to villagetavern3.com.
Think back to the beginning. That first game. That first jersey. That first moment when you knew you'd found your place. What you wear today started with a feeling. A feeling that changed everything. NHL Shop, a Fanatics experience.
Are you ready to hit the gridiron and make your mark? The Cleveland Cobras are recruiting players and coaches for the upcoming Premier Amateur Football League season. We're looking for passion, grit, and the relentless drive to win. Whether you're a seasoned vet or hungry rookie, your shot starts now. Join a brotherhood, build a legacy, strike with the Cobras. Follow us on Facebook at Cleveland Cobras Football, or for league information, visit TAFLfootball.com to get started today. Team, pride, Cobras. Lena's Pierogi House is your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Daily specials include the Polish platter, the Hungarian platter, stuffed cabbage, and halushki. Having a last-minute get-together? Lena's has you covered with a wide variety of frozen take-home pierogies and dumplings. Go to Facebook at Lena's Pierogi House to see the weekly lineup of available flavors for dine-in or carry-out. Catch the best at Lena's Monday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 20 North Main Street in Hubbard, or call 234-254-8532.
Discount Power Sports LLC is continuing to grow. They offer ATVs, dirt bikes, go-karts, electric bicycles, while offering off-road power sport repair services. Located at 758 North Main Street in Hubbard, right next to the newly renovated Village Tavern. Discount Power Sports LLC also offers financing and accepts all major credit cards. Discount Power Sports LLC. Find them online at discountpowersports.biz. Discount Power Sports LLC, where value meets adventure.
I spend a lot of time in the backyard, and I spend a lot of time in the backyard, and I'm the center of attention at summer barbecues. In '96, I made some of the tastiest s'mores. And in '09, it was me, your backyard fire pit, that accidentally started a wildfire when a summer breeze carried one of my embers into some dry brush.
Spark a change, not a wildfire. Visit SmokeyBear.com. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
My name is Lola Silvestri, and I'm going to be 95 this year. I was very independent. I fell, and I had to have Meals on Wheels. America, let's do lunch.
1 in 6 seniors faces the threat of hunger, and millions more live in isolation. Drop off a hot meal and say a quick hello. Volunteer for Meals on Wheels by donating your lunch break at americaletsdolunch.org. This message brought to you by Meals on Wheels America and the Ad Council.
Hey everyone, let's all stop what we're doing and take a moment. You see, every moment can be kind of special. But they can be loud moments, goofy moments, dorky moments, it doesn't matter. Because every time dads like us take a moment like that to spend with our kids, well, it's pretty momentous. So let's take a moment to make a moment. Call 877-4DAD-411 or visit fatherhood.gov. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Ad Council.
The stations that always keep you in the zone.
I love it.
It's awesome.
Western Reserve Radio, Western Reserve Radio 2, and City View Sportscast, Youngstown, Ohio.
You're listening to Canton-Akron Jets hockey on the iMedia One Sports Network.
Second period action coming up. As the Canton-Akron Jets, they trail by a score of 1-0. It'll be LaChance, Black, Craven, Pryor, and Tyler Benson starting off for Canton-Akron. They'll win this one, get it deep down into the offensive zone, trying to work from the right side of Lisco. Tied up down in the left corner now. It'll be 2-on-2, and it'll be Chauvin. It'll send this one around the boards. LaChance tried to keep it in. Tyler Benson chased it down, but Grady there as well, going one-on-one with Craven. Craven going to be in the way just enough as Connor Mold had to work from right to left. Came out of the paint to have to come out and get that one. And now the puck loose behind the net as the Jets will set up their offense. They'll send it down the near boards. See if it makes it all the way to the goal line. Black going to chase it, and indeed, it will be icing coming up against Canton-Akron. 14-19 here as we just get underway here. Second period action. Jets trail 1-0. We'll bring this one back down to the right. Connor Mold now in the net to our right. Neil Risco in the net to our left. Mason Doris to take the draw for Canton-Akron. We'll take this one to the left of Mold. Defensive zone draws. Orange will win this one. Webb sending it down in the lower right corner. Trying to work it from in front of Mold. He'll swipe it away and send it back out. As the Jets will bring it through center. Nicely chipping this one down behind the goal line. He'll have Doris behind him. And Risco will send this one around to kick play. Kept in by the Jets. Back out to the blue line. Doris taking a shot, but going to go off of the boot of Colin Henry. Orange send this one to the far side. Zabarella looking for the puck. Couldn't pick it up, but he's backed up by Henry. And Henry will rotate around behind the net of Risco from the far side. He'll send it out to the boards, out to center. Doris there will disrupt the play enough to have to send it back for Henry. Henry will have it chipped off his stick down behind the net of Risco again. Near board, Doris zipping in, trying to keep it into the possession of Orange. And now the Jets out in the neutral zone, trying to get it back in. Pfaff there for Orange. And Webb now will have possession as he'll bring it behind Risco, send it around the near boards where Henry will scan the ice and try to find somebody. He'll get it out to Zabarella. Zabarella to the far side. He'll have Deacon Johnson in front of him. Max Morrow coming up behind. There's going to be a penalty coming up here on Max Morrow. Morrow going to head to the box. 2 minutes for interference. And Max with a little last-second memento, as they may increase this one to 4 minutes. So Morrow going to head to the box. Pioneers will head to the man advantage for the first time today. So I see a roughing call coming from one of our officials. It'll be a double minor, we'll see. And indeed it will be. 4-minute penalty coming up against the senior for Canton-Akron. The former Newark General will spend the next 4 minutes in the sin bin, and they'll drop this one to the right of Connor Mold. LaChance for the faceoff. They'll take this one against Roman Wagner, a fellow person wearing 22. Roman Wagner with the goal earlier for Orange. Canton-Akron going to ship this one from right to left all the way down behind the net of Neil Risco. Pioneers trying to set up the power play. They'll send it to the far side. They'll get into the zone. Henry from the far point will send this one around the boards. He'll get this one around to Lambert. Lambert, low right corner. Had it. Pryor came in, tried to steal it, but Chauvin there. And Canton-Akron will sweep it out of the zone, and it'll head down the entire length of the ice. Lucas Black there in the zone to keep him honest. He'll come from around behind the net, and Henry will bring it out through center. He'll have a chance in front of him. Nolan Perry with the puck. He'll lose this one behind the net. LaChance there. Trying to sweep it away. Gage Weaver trying to help out Connor Mold. He'll work the area. Puck loose. Try to feed it to Wagner again. Too much on it, though. Working from the left side of Mold. From behind the net. Wagner. Under pressure by Pryor. Puck loose now from the top of the slot. It'll be snagged out of the air by Connor Mold. About a 10-foot shot. Mold tracked it and stole that one. There'll be 2:49 left on the man advantage for the Orange Pioneers. 11:54 remaining here, second period. Jets will go for a change. Benson, Stagmeyer, Craven. And we'll see who the fourth one is going to be. Jack Barbieri will round out the penalty kill unit for Canton-Akron. Canton-Akron trying to tie this one up on the near board. Stagmeyer there. He'll back out. He'll let Barbieri battle for this one in the lower right corner. Barbieri, a big, strong defenseman, so they'll let him tie this up for a little bit. Zavarella dropping this for Pfaff at the blue line. Pfaff trying to get it past Stagmeyer, and finally it will drift out to center. And Tyler Benson with an opportunity here. Takes a shot and scores! Shorthanded goal! 11:27 left here, second period. 2:22 left on the penalty to Max Morrow. And the Canton-Akron Jets make good on the man shortage. They tie this one up at 1. Craven, Benson, Stagmeyer, and Barbieri will stay on the ice. Lambert, Leskovich, Chauvin, Perry, and Leskovich will all be on the ice. Wagner will take the face-off for the Pioneers. Take this one against Stagmeyer. Stagmeyer will send it down into the Jets' offensive zone. However, Leskovich down the near board. Trying to get past there. Couldn't get past Stagmeyer. Craven taking the path away as well. They'll take the shot across the face of Mold. That'll be Chauvin. Tyler Benson now trying to work this one past. He'll palm this one down, but Chauvin there. And it'll be 3 orange jerseys surrounding Tyler Benson, but he'll keep that down into the zone as Wagner tries to clear it out. Now the Pioneers will set up as Perry from the left of Neil Risco will bring this one through the defensive zone out to center. Perry into the zone now. Lambert behind him, working from the left side of Mold. 10:45 left here, second period. 1:38 left on the man advantage for Orange. On the near side, Black and Barbieri trying to tie it up, and the puck will shift all the way down to the other end of the ice. Orange now coming out with some speed. Black reaching in, trying to get Tita, and he'll finally have the puck knocked off his stick by Barbieri. Down the near board, and some contact. Wagner going D to the far side. From the circle to the right, trying to feed it across there, and almost a shot by Tita, but an excellent back check by Lucas Black. Ties it up. Another shot going to go off the right side. And there's a minute left on the Orange power play. 10:05 left here in the second period. LaChance had the puck brought down from behind. Lucas Black now with some speed. He'll get it into the zone, but he'll have Wagner to his right. He'll hold up. Nice move there. Feeds it over to the circle to the right of Risco. Trying to feed it to Black again. Barbieri comes in for the backup, but he'll shift this one down in the lower left corner. And LaChance working to find somebody in the high slot. Barbieri there trying to feed it. And the net going to come off of its pegs. And 2 Orange Pioneers piled up in front of the net as Neil Risco, the subject of some friendly fire, will try to collect himself and strap everything back up. 9:42 remaining here, second period, 36 seconds left on the Pioneer power play. Benson, Stagmeyer, Barbieri, and Black. Excuse me, that'll be Gage Weaver replacing Black on the ice now. They'll drop this one to the left of Risco. Orange sending on Owen Grady. Grady into the circle after Zabarella was thrown out. Benson tried to take a shot off the face-off. Couldn't get it all the way, couldn't get it down into the zone. Pryor going to swing around and send this one up and out into the spectators. Souvenir time here as we'll have 30 seconds left on the Orange power play. We're tied at 1, 9:36 remaining second period. And Orange will win the faceoff. Perry drifting back in his own defensive zone. He'll send this one to the far side. And Perry again trying to send it to the far side. He'll get it over there this time. Jack Pryor in the way. He'll get a shot from the far board. It'll go across the face of Mold down in the lower right corner. Perry trying to work it into the slot. Stavarella with the attempted shot stopped by Connor Mold. 6 seconds left on the Orange power play. 9:11 left on the clock here in the second frame. 1-1 is your score. Tyler Benson tying this one up on a shorthanded goal. Double minor being served by Max Morrow. Original call interference, and then a second call for roughing. As Wagner will take the face off for the Pioneers. He'll send it back to Gage Weaver. Weaver sending it around the boards, where Perry will pick it up at the red line. Morrow out of the box. He'll head to the bench, and it'll be Rossi Nicely. It will be the 5th man on the ice for the Jets. Trying to feed it in front of Mold, swept away. And now Dan Siff down the far side will be spun around, and Leskovich will have it on the near board. He'll try to get it through the zone. Couldn't. Went past Wagner. Jets will have it. And it's going to be Leskovich to put his hand up. Kept it in. Working to the inside. Tries to take a backhanded shot. Mold saving that one again to the far side around the boards. And Mason Dara sending it out to center where Leskovich will pick it up. Nicely putting on some pressure. Chauvin now from the near side. Sending it all the way back across the ice. And out to Jack Pryor. Pryor working out the defensive zone through center. It'll go off the stick past Mason Doris and down behind the net of Neil Risco. Orange from around the right side, working up the boards, out to the point, and then through center. And no icing coming up. Connor Mold was indicating there was going to be an icing call. Max Morrow was right there, but nonetheless, Canton-Akron with the puck. A shot going to go wide right of the cage. Chauvin with the attempt. And Morrow from around the boards, out to Nicely. Couldn't handle it. Will jump over his stick, and we make some Doris. It will race down ice for it. Don't think he got there in time, and we will bring this one all the way back to the Jets' defensive zone. 7:49 remaining in second period. 1-1 is your score. Not only did they kill off the double minor, Tyler Benson adding the short-handed goal as Sebastian Dabb will come in for the face-off. He'll take this one against Charlie Strang. On the right side of Mold, Barbieri there for the win. He'll send us, try to get it out as Orange will attempt a shot from the point, try to swing around and on a back pass. Hufelder taking the shot. String from near board, sending it back out to the point. Get it out to Webb. Webb ricocheting this off the boards. It'll head behind Mold and to the far right corner. Hufelder will try to track it down, and the puck will be sent all the way down ice to the left of Neil Risco. We'll get an icing call against the Jets. Both teams will go for a change, and we'll have 7:23 remaining in the second period. So Benson, Stagmeyer, LaChance, Palestrino, and Weaver all on the ice for Canton-Akron. Defensive zone draw to the right of Mold. Jackson Tita take the face off. Won by Pioneers, and it'll run across the ice down in the lower right corner. Webb out at the point. Tita, though, will step in. He'll try to get a shot off. And Stagmeyer now with possession. He'll forklift this one up in out to center. Tyler Benson there. LaChance working to the inside. Takes a shot. Going to go off of the body of Pfaff. And Tita now going to pick it up. It's going to be a 3-on-2 odd man rush for Orange. Stagmeyer going to loosen this one up. Back, took a bouncing puck and almost got a shot off for the Pioneers. This time it'll go off the glass. Actually went high, maybe into the netting. Couldn't tell from this angle, but we'll get a whistle nonetheless. 6:45 to go here in the second period. Jets and Pioneers all tied up at 1. Brady in the circle for Orange. He'll take this one against Dan Siff to the right of Connor Mold. Orange going to win this one. Try to take a shot. Couldn't get through traffic. Puck loose. Ethan Bell now from the far side. Trying to work through 2 orange jerseys. He'll be backed up by Mason Doris. Doris coming in trying to knock the Pioneer players off the puck. Still loose to the far side. They'll finally get it out to center. Wagner and Grady there for Orange. Siff trying to work it all the way back. Craven in the upper right corner. Going right to left, switching directions. And Siff will have this one. Tried to send it out, but ricocheted in front of Connor Mold. Swept back, and the Pioneers will chip this one up into the net. Nolan Perry trying to put a little bit too much touch on it, and the clock will stop with 6:07 remaining. 1-1 is your score. Roman Wagner scoring in the first period for the Orange Pioneers. Tyler Benson with the shorthanded goal in the second period. As Strang and Dab will take the face off, and the two defensemen on the far side with a little bit of jousting for position here. And finally, it will be chipped down in the lower left corner to the right of Neil Risco. Pfaff going to take a hit as he'll be removed from the puck out to the point. Morrow taking a shot from the point, and it'll be a ricochet off of a Pioneer player into the upper left corner. And they'll work to try to get it out of the zone and finally out to center. Max Morrow there holding up at the line end. We'll send this one all down. No icing. Risco was looking for it. Official said no. Strang trying to send this to the far side to Pfaff. Pfaff sending it through center. Barbieri returning the favor. He'll get it out to the red line. Tried to drop pass it. Couldn't find anybody there. Now, Wyatt Dilly coming in for the help. Puck on the far side. And now back through center where Jack Barbieri will chip this one down low behind the net of Neil Risco. Chavold coming in to put a hit on, and there's a penalty coming up. And delayed penalty against the Canton-Akron Jets. And I think Thor Chavold is going to head to the box after a hit on Evan Kessing. They're going to call it interference. Thor Chavold, not known for the physical style of play, but putting a hit on Kessing out in the open ice. And Canton-Akron will head back to the penalty kill. 5:03 remaining here, second period. 2 minutes up. Coming on at number 16, Thor Chavold. Chavold, a sophomore out of Jackson High School. Face off to the right of Mold. Lucas Black going to take this one. And he'll send this one up into the netting. We'll do it again with just 4 seconds coming off of the Pioneer power play. Official will get a fresh puck from the bench. And we'll drop it again. Wagner in black for the draw. Out to the blue line. Perry dropping down in the circle. And it's going to be cleared by the captain, Braden LaChance. Risco trying to set this up. He'll come out the plate, send it to the far side, and get it out to Perry. Perry, again from the goal line, looking for somebody. He'll finally get it out to Leskevich. Leskevich lost it, but will recover it. He'll be bounced around, and Roman Wagner will end up with it. He'll send it to the far side and get it to Josh Lambert. Lambert tried to send it across ice. I'll have it redirected. Back out to center. Wagner dropping it again to Perry. From the top of the slot here, trying to work to the inside was Josh Lambert. Jets on point defensively. Will redirect it. Back behind Risco. Perry again will try to set it up. LaChance in the zone. Trying to keep everybody honest. Here's Wagner. Excuse me, that'll be Gage Weaver sending it down ice. As Leskevich will pick it up from behind the net. He'll drop this one for Perry to the near side. Nolan Perry looking for an option here, trying to work past Stagmeyer. He'll get this one out to Wagner. Wagner had it for a moment, swept away by Weaver. Weaver with a little bit of speed. Can't get it past Perry. And Tyler Benson trying to chip it as low as he can into the zone, but it'll be kicked back out to Chauvin. 2-on-1 developing for Orange. They'll send it across, but Ollie Stagmeyer doesn't play for the Pioneers. Good job by the junior out of Cuyahoga Valley Christian Academy, breaking that up. 3:28 remaining here in the second period. Benson sending it down low behind Risco. Puck loose here. Weaver trying to find an option. Tita had the puck, but it'll be kicked back in as Benson was looking for a feed, and Chauvin will have it out at the blue line. He'll take it through center and feed it to Henry. Henry into the zone, have it swept away by Jack Pryor, working to the left of Mold. Dan Siff comes in, And we'll kick this one back to the lower left corner, and the puck will drift down behind Risco. Risco thought it was going to be icing. He come out to play it. He'll bank this one off the glass to the near side, and now Tita through center. Trying to work past Jack Pryor. Pryor surgically reaching in and knocking that puck away and sending it back down to the other end. No, and we're going to say icing this time against Canton-Akron. 2:40 remaining here, second period. Jets and Pioneers all tied up at 1. Both teams looking for their first win. Jets drop a 3-0 game to the Miami Junior Redhawks last night. And the Orange Pioneers drop a 6-4 game to the Menor Cardinals. Owen Grady to take the face-off for Orange to the left of Mold. Take this one against LeChance. Puck will sail down. Kessing trying to get to it. Ethan Bell coming in with some speed behind him. Rossi nicely there as well. Graham Webb with the puck, trying to battle the smaller Rossi nicely, who's being a pest. Tenacious he is. Sending it to the back to the far side is Grady. We're trying to find an option. He'll send it out to center. Palm down by Barbieri, going way up. And kicking it back down low where Ethan Bell, the in-house Bull, will break that up. Shot on net by nicely. Coming around the circle and trying to take another shot and go wide left of the cage. Trying to get this back out to the point. Max Morrow waiting. And we're going to get a whistle. And we're getting a head contact call? Okay. And it looks like Canton-Akron will be going to the power play as Owen Grady will head to the box. 2 minutes coming up here. 1:49 remaining here, second period. Jets will finish this period out on the power play. We'll start this one to the left of Risco. LeChance and Lambert for the draw. Puck going to trickle out to center. Stagmeyer taking the path away, so Chauvin will drift back and reset. He'll send this one back to Nolan Perry in the Pioneers defensive zone, who will send it all the way down ice to the left of Mold. Picked up by Gage Weaver. Weaver feeding LeChance. LeChance giving it back to Weaver. He'll work through center, through Chauvin. Chauvin, they're going to snag it briefly. As Ollie Stagmeyer will drift back, trying to get this forward to LeChance. Chance couldn't handle it, went off his stick. And on the stick of Josh Lambert, somehow or another, got redirected down to the right of Risco. Down in the lower left corner, Canton-Akron trying to set up the power play. Stagmeyer going D to D. Weaver back to Stagmeyer, top of the circle to the right of Risco, feeding it back to Weaver. Back to Stagmeyer. Stagmeyer back to Weaver. And he'll get it to the far side. Trying to feed it into the inside, looking for LeChance. Couldn't get a rebound shot. And Pioneers will clear this one out. 58 seconds remaining on the power play for Canton-Akron. 44 seconds remaining in the second period. Risco stepping out of the net to play it. Thought better of it. And Dan Siff snagged it up. He'll have Weaver at the blue line. Feed it to Stagmeyer on the near side. Stagmeyer dropped it into the circle to LeChance to the right of Risco. Chance swinging around, takes a shot. Blocker side save by the Pioneer netminder from behind the net. The Jets will set up. Doris sending it to the far side, back out to the blue line. Weaver taking a shot, trying to get through traffic, goes over the net. And they'll work in the lower left corners. Doris tries to find an option. He'll get it to LeChance. LeChance swinging around, but it's going to go off the body of Pfaff. Wagner will have it now, and he'll get it out of the Jets' offensive zone. And that will bring us to the end of the second period here in Columbus. After 2, we are all tied up at 1. You're listening to Canton-Akron Jets hockey here on Western Reserve Radio, part of the iMedia One network.
During the fall and winter, grilling season never ends, and Gessler Propane is your local supplier that makes sure you get your hard-earned money's worth. Why go to gas exchanges to pay higher prices for tanks not filled to capacity? Gessler Propane makes sure you're prepared for year-round grilling with 100% filled tanks at a reasonable cost. See Bob Monday through Friday, 10 to 4, and Saturday, 9 to 3 at Gessler Propane, 702 Youngstown Poland Road, Struthers, or call 330-755-9119. Gessler Propane. They got gas.
Are
you ready to join the legacy? This is your chance to become part of something special with the Youngstown Patricians. Honoring the proud football tradition of the Valley, we're on the lookout for talented post-high school athletes who want to make their mark on the field. Whether you're a seasoned high school athlete, college, or former professional player, develop your skills and become part of a team that values hard work, dedication, and community spirit. Don't wait. Begin your path to the gridiron by visiting youngstownpat.com or contacting us on Facebook at the Youngstown Patricians. Be bold, be legendary, join the Youngstown Patricians today.
Someone's got to set the tone out there, boys. Someone's got to set it.
The station that sets the tone for Youngstown Phantoms hockey is Western Reserve Radio. WRDB, The Scourge.
You're listening to Canton-Akron Jets hockey on the iMedia One Sports Network.
We head to the third period, all tied up at 1. Jets being outshot 17-15 by the Orange Pioneers. So far, it'd be Roman Wagner in the first period with 5:17 left that would get the Pioneers on the board. And in the second period, Tyler Benson on a shorthanded goal would give the Jets, or would tie it up for the Jets. As we head to the third period here now, we'll get a whistle. And Sif Doris nicely. Pryor and Craven will start this out for the Jets. Doris and Wagner again for the draw. It'll drift back to Pryor. Pryor will send this to Craven. Craven, cross ice. He'll get out to Rossi nicely. Nicely into the zone. Takes a shot. Looks to the right side. Looking for the rebound shot. And I believe that Neil Risco fell on the puck. And we'll get the whistle of 14:48 to go in the game. Risco flipping all around to try to save that one. Outstanding save by the sophomore netminder. Face off to the left. Craven taking a shot, trying to get through traffic. Looking for the rebound shot was Doris, but it'll be swept away by the Pioneers, and they'll work through center. As the puck will drift down behind the net of Mold. Bodies will go down. Sip will reach in and try to work past Jackson Tita. Out to the slot. Craven will tip this one. It'll head it back out to the blue line and out to center. Pioneers will have to clear the zone. Craven, though, from the far left corner. Banking this one off the glass and feeds it out to center. He'll get it out to nicely to Doris. Doris on the near side. Couldn't handle it. It'll end up behind the net of Risco. Working from the near board now is Orange. Tita down the board. He'll get knocked off the puck. And Jack Pryor now into the zone. Doris behind him. Working from the left side of the Pioneer netminder. Chavold tried to reach in there, keep it in the zone. Couldn't get all of it, and it's going to head to the near side where Josh Lambert will have it. Dab, though, going to step in and send it back all the way into the Jets' offensive zone. Lambert, again with the puck, going to send this one across the ice, and it's going to go off the stick of Roman Wagner and up into the netting. 13:40 remaining here in the third period. All tied up at 1. So the Pioneers have won a period. The Jets have won a period. This will be the deciding factor here in this one is Dab will take the draw for Canton-Akron. Puck loose under the pile, and finally Dab will shake it loose, but Orange will end up with it, and it'll be Chavold. Actually, we'll keep it in the Jets' offensive zone. It'll fall to the right of Risco, and then from behind the net, it will be Perry. And we'll try to clear this one out to the point. Max Morrow banking this one off, try to send it back down. Couldn't get it all the way. He'll have to step in to get his own rebound. Puck loose there, and nobody for the rebound. Swinging shot by Morrow on a second attempt. Couldn't get it. And Orange will clear this one out to center to go all the way down. No icing. As it'll head to the left side of Mold, to the far side. Chauvin trying to feed it out to somebody. I don't know who that was going to be, but Deacon Johnson with the puck will chase this one down to the right of Risco. Under 13 minutes to play here in the game. Jets and Pioneers all tied up at 1. Out to the near side. Webb trying to work past Dab. Dab going to deliver a shot. A secondary shot by Chauvin. Go to wide left of the cage. Puck still loose in the front. Covered up by Mold. 12:35 to go here in the game. 1-1 is your score. Black, Stagmeyer, Weaver, Benson, and I believe that's going to be Balestrino. Excuse me, that's going to be Braden LaChance. Nope, I'm sorry, Balestrino. No C on that jersey. Pfaff, Grady, String, Hufelder, and Webb for the Pioneers. Black in the circle. He'll send this one out to center. Tyler Benson going to chase it to the far side. He'll have String right behind him. As Stagmeyer will swing around and send this one deep into the Jets offensive zone. Black trying to get to it. In the low right corner, working to the left of Risco. Tyler Benson now had it for a moment. And String trying to kick it out to the upper right corner. Black trying to feed it in the slot. Head Stagmeyer. Stagmeyer trying to swing around. Secondary shot by Black, and it'll be knocked away. Third attempt by Tyler Benson. Also swept away by the Pioneers netminder. Balestrino will chase this one down behind the net, send it off the boards, and try to get it back out to center. Hufelder coming in there, trying to keep it down low in the zone, but it'll be kicked back out through center, out to the blue line. Wagner sweeping around, and will send the puck behind Connor Mold and into the lower left corner. Balestrino going to send it right back to him. Stagmeyer tried to clear it out, couldn't get through the bodies though. Weaver from the right side, and we're going to get a whistle. Came from the far side official. And Lucas Black headed to the box. Forced slashing. And the Jets will go back to the penalty kill. Penalty's a problem for them last night, especially late in the third period. So I'm sorry, matching penalties. And will remain 5-on-5. Trying to see who the second number was on that. As we're back underway here. Puck in front of Mold. He'll have to cover this one up with 11:22 left here in the game. 1-1 is your score. Jackson Tita in the box, I believe, for the Orange Pioneers. Face off to the right of Mold, sent down behind the goal line. Mason Darrs trying to clear it out. Feed it into the slot. Is Orange, puck still loose. And there's going to be a pile of brought out by Ethan Bell. Bell, the senior out of Jackson High School, forcing his way through a couple of Orange jerseys. Puck near side. Pryor tried to get to it. Max Zavarello trying to push him off of it. Wagner now from the right side. Craven clearing it out of the slot. As Leskovich will take this one back to his own defensive zone. He'll give it to Perry. Perry with Mason Darris right there. He'll give it back to Leskovich. Leskovich trying to get out of the zone. Ethan Bell there, though. Working from the left side of Risco. Into the slot. Looking for a shot. Couldn't get anything. And the puck now going to sail all the way down the length of the ice, and we'll get icing. Coming up against the Orange Pioneers. 10:32 to go here in the game. We'll bring this puck all the way back to the right side. We'll actually drop it to the right of Neil Risco. From behind the net, Orange going to win this one. Canton-Akron, though, keeping it in the lower right corner. Deacon Johnson there, feeding out to the slot. Try to get it to Darrs, nothing there. Morrow pick it up at the far point. He'll try to take a shot, and it's going to go in! Morrow from the far side finds a coin slot on the left side of Neil Risco, giving the Jets the 2-1 lead. 10:16 to go here. Third period, Jets with their first lead of the weekend. Morrow getting the goal, served a double minor earlier. Makes good on that shot. Chauvin sending it around the kick plate now. He'll get this out. Morrow there. He's going to deliver a shot to Grady. Grady fighting outside his weight class on that one. He'll get a second shot from Morrow, and he'll go down. Puck still loose in the Jets' defensive zone. Dilly trying to send it out to Deacon Johnson. Johnson dumping it deep into the Jets' offensive zone. They'll work from behind the net of Risco out to the far side. Chauvin had it. And it'll be knocked away. And a shot from the slot, and it's going to trickle after the Pioneers reach in to slow down the shot. Couldn't see who took that one. As the puck still in the zone, kept it in, and it's going to out. They're going to say it came out. Sebastian Dabb thought he was going to be able to bring that one back around, but we'll get an offside call. 9:33 to go. I think Lucas Black was trying to sneak out of the box, but they put him back. Orange with the win on the draw. He'll try to work through center. Stagmeyer there, as Hufelder will have it. He'll try to take a half-hearted shot. Going to go off the stick of Balestrino to the left of the cage. Grady on the far point. Takes a half-hearted shot. Gets it out to center. And we're going to get a roughing call against two. Didn't see much contact. Stagmeyer will not even argue it. He's just going to head to the box. I don't even think they told him. Ollie Stagmeyer, the junior out of Cuyahoga Valley Christian Academy, will head to the box for 2 minutes. Pioneers will head to the man advantage. 9:14 remaining here, third period. Jets with a 2-1 lead. Craven, Black, LaChance. Out on the ice for Canton-Akron. Leskevich taking a shot. Pad save by Mold. Jack Pryor also out on the ice for Canton-Akron. Pryor stepping in. Had it for a moment. Black, though, in the slot, trying to sweep this one away. He'll get it out to center. A good defensive effort by the Canton-Akron Jets. Gets this one out as Perry. Working down the near boards. He'll slide past LaChance. Haven't swept off his stick by Black. 90 seconds left on the man advantage for the Pioneers. Puck will trickle down past Connor Mold, and an icing coming up. We'll bring it back all the way to our right with 1:24 left on the Pioneer power play. 8:38 left here, third period. Jets with a 2-1 lead. LaChance, Black, Craven, and Pryor. The penalty kill unit for CAK. Face off to the left of Neil Risco. LaChance will take this one. He'll have Black behind him. Tita for the face-off for for Orange. And Craven chipping this one back down in behind Risco. LaChance stepping in, put some pressure on. He'll keep it deep in the Jets' offensive zone. Black reaching around the boards, and the puck will come to a halt behind Risco. Orange will try to set this one up. Jackson Tita sending it across ice through center. Craven reaching in. He'll take the bump. And Craven fighting out of his side, his waist class. Graham Webb, one of the bigger players on the ice. Webb lost his stick. And Pfaff had the puck. Max Zabarella trying to chip it down behind the net of Connor Mold. Craven trying to tie this one up against the boards. 38 seconds left on the power play. Working to the left side of Mold behind the goal line. Orange will win this one. Mold working left to right. And we're going to have another penalty coming up. Delayed penalty against Canton-Akron. And another second slashing call coming up against Lucas Black. And Black will head to the box with 27 seconds left on the original penalty to Ollie Stagmeyer. It'll be a 5-on-3 for the next 27 seconds. They put 4 minutes up on the board for Black. As they try to explain through the alternate captain why he's headed to the box. But right now, it looks like a double minor coming up. So they're going to say that checking from behind and then a slash. Head coach Sean Houston seems to be somewhat satisfied. Seemed to be satisfied with that explanation. Not a good situation here. 5-on-3s. The puck will trickle out to the blue line. Leskevich will send this one over to Perry. Perry from the far side in the circle. Trying to take the shot. Secondary shot knocked away by Mold. Wagner looking for his second goal of the day. Won't get it. Wagner taking a shot again. Off the stick of Mold. High, and it'll be set down to his left. Another shot from Lambert. Chauvin feeding it back out. Leskevich taking a shot. Tyler Benson, though, reaching in and stopping it. Now we're going to get a whistle. As I believe the net may have come off of its pegs. We'll get the whistle with 7:18 left here in the game. 4 seconds left on the penalty to Stagmeyer. 3:37 left on the double minor to Lucas Black. Tyler Benson in the circle. Take the draw for Canton-Akron. He'll take this one against Roman Wagner to the right of Connor Mold. 2-1 is your score. Jets with the lead. Jets, though, 5-on-3 right now. As they'll try to send this one out to Wagner. Tyler Benson stepping in. Puck will go high and out the center. Benson trying to reach in and get it away from Lambert. Wagner doing a good job backing him up, though, and the Pioneers will keep possession. 5-on-4 now. Stagmeyer will come out of the box. Wagner trying to work down the far side. He's got Morrow in front of him. He'll send this one around the kick plate. Lambert waiting on the near side. Dropping it back down to Wagner. Wagner from the circle. Feeding it to the left side of Mold. And I don't even think he got the shot off. Leskovich with the attempt. Back out to the slot. Takes a shot. Can't get it through traffic. Covered up by the Jets netminder. And the clock will stop with 6:43 remaining here. Third period. 3:01 left on the Pioneer power play. And the draw to come to the left of Connor Mold. Zabarella will take this one against, I believe that's going to be LaChance. Ethan Bell on the ice. Pryor going to pitchfork this one down to the other end of the ice. Risco will set it up. Ethan Bell tracking him down. The puck will be sent to the far side. Henry will have it. He'll send it to Webb. Webb on the near side. One-on-one with Gage Weaver. He'll try to work down around the boards. Weaver, though, not giving up any ground. Webb sending it to the far side, to the left of Mold. Contact in the corner. One Jet will go down. He's sitting on his backside. And now Max Zavarella will set this one from the top of the slot. Feed it to Faf. Faf send it going D to the far side. Shot through there. Trying to feed it to Zavarella again. Was Colin Henry, couldn't connect on it. LaChance sending it around the kick plate, and this is one's going to drift down all the way to the right of Neil Risco. He'll step out of the net, but work his way back as Colin Henry. We'll send this out to center. Pioneers with 2 minutes left on the power play. Jack Pryor, though, closest one to this puck. He'll try to send this one around the boards, but be held up by Chauvin. Working from behind Connor Mold, and the Jets come out with possession as LaChance working through a couple of orange jerseys. Tried to get it out to center, and it's going to be Ethan Bell with an opportunity. Takes a shot, pad save, rebound shot by LaChance doesn't go as well. And we have 1:38 remaining on the power play for Orange. Bell tying up the puck behind the net. He'll try to get around Henry and Perry. Back out to center, Chauvin. Has two white jerseys in front of him. He'll wait for him. He's trying to feed Henry with some speed going towards Connor Mold. Couldn't connect on it. And we're going to get a slashing call. Coming up against the Orange Pioneers. And Colin Henry will head to the box for 2 minutes. We'll be 4-on-4 for the next minute 18. And Canton-Akron will go to the power play for 42 seconds. 4:59 remaining in the game. Jets with a 2-1 lead. Jets with an opportunity to find a security goal here. Barbieri, Craven, Stagmeyer. All out for Canton-Akron. Tyler Benson as well for the Jets. This puck going to be sent up into the net. We'll get a whistle with 4:54 to go here in the game. 1:13 remaining on the penalty to Lucas Black. 1:55 remaining on the penalty to Colin Henry. 4-on-4 for the next minute 12. Face off to the left of Risco. Barbieri dropping this one in the circle to the left of Risco. He'll get it down in the low right corner, and it'll be sent all the way across. There's Webb. He'll scan the ice. He'll send it back to the near side, and it'll be Wagner. One-on-one with Craven. Craven will take him into the boards. Stagmeyer reaching in for the puck. He'll send this one across to Tyler Benson. Benson with a goal earlier, working into the zone. Trying to work in towards Risco. Trying to feed in the slot to Stagmeyer. Couldn't connect on the pass. Wagner now headed right to left for Orange. In the circle to the right of Mold. And Jack Barbieri having none of that. He'll disrupt the play. But the Pioneers with possession. Craven stepping in. He'll block the pass of Josh Lambert. The puck in the lower left corner's bodies goes down. Barbieri and Wagner. Craven to come in, give Wagner a bump. Puck comes loose, and it'll head to the far side as they'll try to feed it into the slot. Nobody there. It'll actually sail past Craven. And Wagner will have the puck. The puck actually came out of there. Officials didn't see it. And Craven going to send this one about halfway down the ice. Tyler Benson putting a hit on Wagner. Wagner taking a second to get up. Lambert from center. Drifting back into his own defensive zone. Penalties all cleared now to Lucas Black. For the next 35 seconds, it's going to be a power play for Canton-Akron. Barbieri to the near side, trying to get it into the zone. Sip will head to the bench. Chavold on the ice for Canton-Akron. Lucas Black on the ice as well. And Chavold trying to swing around, get it back out to the blue line. Weaver from the point. He's going to go D to D, send it to the far side. Lucas Black back to Weaver. Weaver at the blue line to Black. Black to the right of Risco. Taking a shot, trying to get it through traffic. It'll be redirected up into the net, and the clock will stop. With 3:09 remaining here, third period. 10 seconds left here on the penalty to Colin Henry. Jets with a 2-1 lead. Balestrino, Weaver, LaChance. Tyler Benson. And Lucas Black on the ice. 10 seconds remaining on the power play for Canton-Akron. 3:09 remaining in the game. Jets with a 2-1 lead. Face off to the right of Neil Risco. Black to take this one. Back out to LaChance. LaChance feeding it out to the point. Weaver dropping it deep to the right of Risco. He'll get it to LaChance. LaChance looking to feed somebody in the slot. Nobody there. And he's going to chip this one in. I don't know how that one went in. A sharp angled shot from the right side of Neil Risco gives the Jets a 3-1 lead. 2:59 remaining. In the third period, I don't know if that's going to count as a power play goal. Couldn't see if that ticked off or not. But the Jets give themselves a little bit of breathing room here. They have a 3-1 lead. After all the penalty trouble, the Jets on the positive side of this so far is LaChance will take the face-off for Canton-Akron. Perry will actually have it, though. Excuse me, they'll be calling on Henry. Henry going to take a big hit from Tyler Benson and a delayed call. And it's going to be a technical coming up. He's going to head to the box, and that's going to end the day for Tyler Benson. Canton-Akron will go back to the penalty kill. Pryor, Craven, LaChance, and Lucas Black will come out and try to finish this one off. 2:51 remaining in the game. Tyler Benson will probably... Well, there's 2 minutes on the board. Nobody served it. Okay, so maybe they're... All right. Official was a little more animated than that, but maybe after some reconsideration, Craven now clearing this one out of the zone. And the puck sailing out to center. Pioneers on the power play. 1:48 remaining on the man advantage. Webb from center has the puck, drops it to Tita, and they'll send it to the far side. Ricocheted over in front of the Canton-Akron Jets bench. And we'll sail down in low. Zavarella going to send this one behind the net. Black and Tita going to collide. Both going to recover quickly, though. And the puck down in the lower left corner. Tita had the puck. Craven going to push him off of it. And he'll send this one back out to the blue line. Pfaff dropping it in the circle to the right of Mold. Back out to the slot. Henry takes a shot. And it's going to be redirected by Craven to the far side. Zavarella taking a shot. Too many bodies in the way, though. Canton-Akron back out to center. Black. Pass mid-ice. He'll get into the zone. Try to take a backhanded shot, but he'll be upended. And he'll go down on his chest. Puck under the body of Black. Zavarella trying to scoop it out from under the West Branch senior. And Webb now from behind the net of Neil Risco will send this one out to center. Lambert waiting for it. He'll chip this one over to Chauvin. Chauvin at the top of the slot, working to the left side of Mold. Will have the puck knocked off the stick by Jack Pryor. And LaChance now will take an opportunity to send this one down as Henry will feed it back to Roman Wagner. Wagner with the only goal for the Pioneers today, working down the near board. Sif coming in with some speed. He'll drop passes one to Chauvin. Chauvin to the far side. Shot from the circle. And it's going to go in. And the Orange Pioneers have cut the Jets' lead to 3-2. Roman Wagner with his second goal of the day. Makes this game a little more interesting with 1:13 left. That shot coming from the left side of Connor Mold, just outside the circle, near the boards. And out will be Sif, Doris nicely, Barbieri, and Morrow. With 1:13 left, with a 1-goal lead. And Doris comes out of it with it. He'll backhand this one down behind the goal line. Perry will have it. Sif reaching in. Trying to reach around the right side of Risco, and it's going to be redirected in the lower right corner. Orange out to center. Tried to get it to Chauvin. Chauvin had a ricochet, and now nicely we'll chase it down. He'll try to tie this one up. Less than a minute to play here. Jets with a 3-2 lead. Barbieri trying to keep it in the zone. And we're going to get a whistle, and I believe it's going to be an offside. Nicely was in the zone when Barbieri headed in. 42.6 seconds left here in game number 2 of the weekend for Canton-Akron. Jets with a 3-2 lead. Morrow, Black, LaChance, Tyler Benson, and Jack Barbieri trying to put this one away for the Jets. LaChance with the faceoff. Barbieri going to send it in the far right corner to the right of Risco. Black trying to feed it into the slot. Couldn't connect on the pass to Benson. Still working around. And another goal goes into the left side. And another weird angle. But the Jets get the goal with 32.5 seconds left to give them a 4-2 lead. And the officials are talking. And Braden LaChance is satisfied. He says that's a goal, his second of the day. The Jets have a 2-goal lead with 32.5 seconds left. Here in game number 2. Trying to rebound after that 3-0 shutout last night at the hands of the Miami Junior Redhawks. Jets yet to figure out that conundrum with the Redhawks, but now have the 4-2 lead over the Orange Pioneers. A chance to take the face-off at center. Benson tried to reach in to keep it in, but Pioneers will win this one. Pfaff sending it to the far side to Webb. Webb backhand into Gerard. Gerard down the boards, trying to get it to Strang. Black will step in and send it out to center. 20 seconds remaining here in this game. Jets with a 4-2 lead from the far left corner. Jets will just try to tie this one up. Send it around the kick plate out to center, and he'll get it to Tyler Benson. Benson slowly going into the zone. He'll work to the left of it and try to feed it to Black. Black couldn't connect on the pass. They were looking for that extra goal. And now Morrow will have it in the last 2 seconds, and that will bring us to the end of this one. It wasn't a pretty one. Sure wasn't easy, but the Jets get the 4-2 win over the Orange Pioneers. We're going to step aside for a timeout. When we come back, we'll get you the numbers. We will wrap up game number 1 of the day here at the Schiller North Ice Rink in Lewis Center, Ohio. You are listening to Canton-Akron Jets hockey here on Western Reserve Radio and City View Sportscast, all a part of the iMedia One Network.
Are you ready to join the legacy? This is your chance to become part of something special with the Youngstown Patricians. Honoring the proud football tradition of the Valley, we're on the lookout for talented post-high school athletes who want to make their mark on the field. Whether you're a seasoned high school athlete, college, or former professional player, develop your skills and become part of a team that values hard work, dedication, and community spirit. Don't wait. Begin your path to the gridiron by visiting youngstownpat.com or contacting us on Facebook at the Youngstown Patricians. Be bold, be legendary, join the Youngstown Patricians today.
During the fall and winter, grilling season never ends, and Gessler Propane is your local supplier that makes sure you get your hard-earned money's worth. Why go to gas exchanges to pay higher prices for tanks not filled to capacity? Gessler Propane makes sure you're prepared for year-round grilling with 100% filled tanks at a reasonable cost. See Bob Monday through Friday, 10 to 4, and Saturday, 9 to 3 at Gessler Propane, 702 Youngstown Poland Road, Struthers, or call 330-755-9119. Gessler Propane. They got gas.
Most of my family, they never graduated high school, so I'm trying to break that barrier. My daughter Brooklyn was also a motivation for me to go back to school. Every day after work, went straight to school, and it paid off.
At age 26, Kareem finished his high school diploma.
I could not have done it alone. I see the future is really bright for me.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
So I'm a cat, and I just moved in with this new human.
and she's got this little toy she's always playing with, all day long. Tap, 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 bloop, bloop. She can't put it down. There it is. Oh, and get this. She even talks to it. Last week, she asked it for Chinese, and guess what? Egg rolls showed up. Like magic. Humans have cool toys.
A person is the best thing to happen to a shelter pet. Be that person. Adopt. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the ShelterPetProject.org.
What if I told you that a tornado was going to happen tomorrow, right where you live? That it would touch down at exactly 3:17 p.m., and I told you the exact path it would take. You would, of course, prepare. You would talk with your loved ones, and you'd make a plan today. It's true, I can't tell you a tornado will strike tomorrow, but shouldn't you have a plan anyway? Go to ready.gov/communicate and make your emergency plan today. Don't wait. Communicate. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
The stations that always keep you in the zone.
I love it.
It's awesome.
Western Reserve Radio, Western Reserve Radio 2, and City View Sportscast, Youngstown, Ohio.
You're listening to Canton-Akron Jets hockey on the iMedia One Sports Network.
Jets get the 4-2 win over the Orange Pioneers. Scoring win like this would be Roman Wagner with 5:17 left in the first period. They would get the Pioneers on the board first. They would take a 1-0 lead. It would be 11:27 in the second period when Tyler Benson would get the shorthanded goal to tie this one up at 1. That would be pretty much it for the third period. And then in the third period, it would be Braden LaChance with Max Morrow from the point, 10:16 left in the third period that would add a goal. Braden LaChance would get a power play goal, 2:59, and Wagner would add his second goal of the day with 1:13 left, that on a power play. Braden LaChance would secure this one with 32 seconds left to give the Jets the 4-2 lead. Neil Risco would stop 17 out of 21. And Connor Mold would stop 24 out of 26. Canton-Akron 1 for 2 on the power play. Orange with plenty of opportunities as they would convert on 1 out of 7 power play opportunities. Jets back in action tonight, 7:45, as they will take on the Menor Cardinals. That game can be heard right here on Western Reserve Radio and City View Sportscast. That all coming up this evening. Finals coming up tomorrow. We'll see how the standings play out. Try to get the information out to you via the iMedia One Network app as we get it here. So for Caitlin Mold, I'm Jim Craven. Thanks for joining us here in game number 2 of the Pioneer Classic. The Jets, they get the 4-2 win over the Orange Pioneers, and we'll see you back here at 7.
You're listening to Canton-Akron Jets hockey on the iMedia One Sports Network.
We thank you for joining us for this special presentation of Western Reserve Radio. And we now return to our regularly scheduled programming.
The stations that are always ahead of the game. Western Reserve Radio, Western Reserve Radio 2, and City View Sportscast. Youngstown, Ohio.
60s. Listen, I'm not going to say we did a poor job there, but there's been so many fouls in this game. Tennessee's been in the double bonus, basically in the final 4 minutes of each half. The bet that you did not make that you probably should have, Georgia Tech, with just a couple of seconds remaining in Raleigh, is going to play spoiler and pull off a stunner. Outright as a 17.5-point underdog, Georgia Tech leads 78-74 with 12 seconds remaining. Again, give Dustin credit. If it came through, he knew that it was going to come through. Even if he doesn't place the bet, he gave you the reasons why you should have as well. The Yellow Jackets and Damon Stoudemire about to be a perfect 3-0 against the spread when booked as a double-digit dog in ACC play. Something to note and pay attention to.
Worth noting, Dogs Live today. Just off the top of my head, obviously you've got Georgetown with the cover in that spot. You have Minnesota with the cover on the road in Champaign against Illinois. Butler went off as a dog. They're winning outright with under a minute to go on the road at Seton Hall. Early goings in Cincinnati and the Bearcats on top of Iowa State 19-10. Kentucky is down by 1 with 1:17 to go on the road in Knoxville. And then Georgia Tech, as you mentioned, catching a big number on the road in Raleigh. They're up by 3 with 12 seconds remaining. Dogs are doing pretty well so far in the early window of college basketball.
We shall see if the Dogs do pretty well in the NFL divisional round. Not exactly the largest underdog, Buffalo catching 1.5 in Denver against the Broncos, but the other one seed that enters the fold in the NFL postseason is a really hefty favorite. Seattle, despite the injury concern around QB Sam Darnold, a full touchdown favorite at home in the divisional round against the divisional rival, that being the San Francisco 49ers. Here's SF's head coach and Kyle Shanahan about knowing the team they're going to play pretty well entering this matchup.
You know, there's one game for us to watch, and that's the one that we all watched last week. So you only can watch that so much. We know each other very well. We played against each other a ton. The schemes, even last time we played, didn't change much on both sides as opposed to week one. So I think both teams got an idea of exactly what to expect. There's always wrinkles and timing and situational when you're going to see that stuff, but it kind of simplifies everything, which usually the playoffs as a whole are kind of that way too.
Kyle Shanahan, Dustin, has been so good in his playoff career as San Francisco's head coach in the wild card or divisional round. Perfect at 7-0, outright 6-1 against the number. The Niners, since the start of 2022, are 7-2 outright against this Seattle team, a Hawks team they know well. How are you looking at this full touchdown spread in favor of Seattle at home in the Northwest?
Look, I keep saying I like San Francisco, and I think that they can win outright, but I haven't bet it. When I see this game, the bet that I like the most is the under. I think the familiarity plays a role. I think the injury to Sam Darnold, the fact that he hasn't thrown a football since he injured his oblique, that is a bit concerning for that offense. And I think Robert Saleh is going to try and confuse Sam Darnold as much as possible today. And we've seen in big games how Darnold's performed, and the confusion seems to be very apparent and consistent in all of those games. I think this is a spot where San Francisco has to find a way offensively to move the football. And I don't think they're going to be able to run against the Seahawks. This is a Brock Purdy game to me. I like the under in terms of side or total, but my favorite player prop here, Brock Purdy over 229.5 passing yards. George Kittle, the impact isn't as much as a receiver. It's an impact in the run game. I'm not so sure San Francisco is going to be able to just line it up and run against this Seattle front that probably doesn't get enough as much credit as that back end gets. So I think Brock Purdy's going to have to air it out. And in order to get McCaffrey involved, they're going to have to throw him the football. So if you want to go McCaffrey over receptions, over receiving yards, I don't hate that. But instead, I'm just going to take it across the board. I think Purdy over 229.5 pass yards is the way to look at this one from a player prop perspective. And you go to VSiN.com/NFL props or Opta AI player prop projections, have him as the number one. Biggest margin to the over in terms of quarterback passing props this week. I completely agree with it. I think Purdy has a really good game despite it being on the road up there with the 12s in Seattle. So give me the under, give me Purdy over passing yards. And then the 3 first touchdown bets, if you want to have a little bit of fun, I think Tonjes at 17-1 intrigues me in the red zone for San Francisco. That's one spot where Seattle